Has anybody seen how it's made? Okay. I'll say it like I really do. Today on How It's Made, Bonnemaison at LaCie. There's the voice, so I was just messing with you guys. Hey, welcome to NAB, and really happy to be here. This is my second year, and we've been a LaCie user for so long. We have a rug. Have you ever seen one of those ruggeds that had the blue around the outside of it? That's one of the ones that we had. So what I'm going to talk to you today is about, well, first we're going to see a couple videos. We did a couple fun videos for LaCie. And since you all are, some of you all are fans of how it's made, you probably haven't seen me on the Ellen show, so we're going to roll a video that Ellen's writers asked me to do a little short skit, narrate a short skit about the red iPhone. So let's take a look at that now.
All right, here's some other news that I want to share with you. I don't know if you heard, but Apple is coming out with a red iPhone, and they showed how they created it on a recent episode of How It's Made.
Today on How It's Made, Apple recently announced their first ever red iPhone, which has consumers all over the world wondering how it's made. First, a team of engineers build the frame of a new phone. Then, a developer installs the new software. And finally, the phone is placed in a washing machine with a brand new red sweater. And that's how it's made.
A little fun on Ellen.
Here's some other news
That was a fun time to do. So listen, Joanne has a giveaway for a rugged drive. If you haven't gotten a ticket, please do so up here. They're holding up the tickets. So one of the things that we like to do, Bonnemaison is a creative production company, digital media company, and I'm vice president of production for that, but I also have been doing How It's Made for 14 seasons. And one of the things that my team likes to do every year is a little funny thing for LaCie. So last year we had the guy using the rug in the bathroom, and this year we have kind of the birth of the LaCie drive. So let's run that video now, please.
I have some big news. Okay, just breathe. It was love at first sight. Celia. There were a lot of firsts. And a lot of surprises. As a busy media professional, sometimes you just need some space. Luckily, there's always room to grow. But then it all starts happening so fast. More firsts. More growing. More changing. And you never stop being proud of them. Then one day, they're bigger than you. But they'll always be your baby. it's time to go, always remember, they're family.
Part of the family, and who would have figured that we would ever see, if you've been in this business a while, ever see a 12-bay RAID sitting on your desktop, and as well as being quiet. I mean, before, those would be in a machine room, and we'd have to run a long cable or whatever. So what I'm here to talk about a little bit is some of the new products that we've been using. We do a lot of multi-camera workflow, and we use a lot of RED, so we're doing a lot of 4K stuff as well. And one of the great things about the 6-big and the 12-big is their capabilities and the fact that they're super fast at Thunderbolt 3. They have the Iron Wolf Pro drives in them, which are guaranteed for 5 years, as well as 300 terabytes a year in workload capability. So that's a really fast, super high quality NAS drive. Now we have the RAID 12, or the 12-big setup in a RAID 6 configuration, so we can lose effectively 2 drives and still have all our data. We have the Pelican case for it, so we can take that out in the field. We might have a 4 or 5 day shoot with multi-camera, so we have a lot of media to load. And that works really well. And then with the RAID, with the 6-big, we have that set up as a RAID 5. So we have one of those at 60 terabytes, so we have tremendous amount of storage capability. And there we are last year with the 5-big out in the field on a multi-camera production. And we ISO all the cameras, so we have to offload. The next great thing about it is with the bandwidth of Thunderbolt 3 and the speed of these drives, you can actually offload, we've done up to 3 at this point, offloading SSDs onto the drives without any slowdown in performance. So we can use our multi-camera drives, offload them at the same time, and still have tremendous performance in the field, as well as great protection and data backup. And then we come to my little secret sauce, this little good guy right here, in editing and rendering. I use the Bolt 3 because it's all M2 SSDs built in at 2 terabyte. This is my render drive. So by effectively setting up your system to read from your big drive and then write to the render drive, you're really increasing performance because you're writing at a much faster rate instead of going back to the same drive. So I go in and set up for the renders into the video previews and audio previews. This happens to be Premiere, and set that up. So one of the projects that we've been working on for about 3 years is a documentary feature film about a guy, a composer, who wrote a symphony, a 4-part symphony, and his story. And because I love how it's made and I'm curious about things, I kind of get into his head and interviewing him with how you create a symphony and how you put together all the instruments and how you decide on the notes for the strings and the horns and also an 80-person choir. So one of the things we did is we filmed a little Kickstarter piece at the beginning, which we used some drones as well as Movi, and we're going to take a look at that little short intro piece right now.
There is a vitality, a life force, an energy, a quickening that is translated through you into action. And because there is only one of you in all of time, this expression is unique. And if you block it, it will never exist in any other medium, and it will be lost. The world will not have it. It is not your business to determine how good it is, nor how valuable, nor how it compares with other expressions. It is your business to keep it yours, clearly and directly. Keep the channel open. You do not even have to believe in yourself or your work. You have to keep yourself open to the urges that motivate you. Keep the channel open. No artist is pleased. There is no satisfaction whatever at any time. There is only a queer, divine dissatisfaction, a blessed unrest that keeps us marching.
So that's our documentary feature. Like I said, we've been working on it for about 3 years. We have 6 cameras, and we can roll that next video while I'm talking about it. We have 6 cameras that were recording the concert, and then we did interviews. We always use 2 cameras for all of our interviews. And like I said, about 20 terabytes of data. The 12 big is a great resource for that. We have that on actually 2 drives so that we can work at 2 different locations at times. We have the 6 big has the project on it, and the 12 big. A lot of times we have a lot of clients that we've had for a long time, so we keep the data. We have clients that we've had 12 years. So we keep the data, yeah, we back the stuff up, but we also have to pull different things for different projects at times to cut together different versions of maybe a commercial or some of the corporate work. And having something of that size that's silent on your desktop that you can have in your edit suite sitting right next to you is really something, as well as the performance and speed. And right now it's playing back all 6 streams as well as the switch cut. This is just a rough cut of the concert. You can kind of see the cameras playing back there and the kind of the rough switch.